There's a very healthy respect from me to the analytic community. I think that probably comes from my background. I can't really help it, but I do have the computer science and math background, and so I do like to use that as a tool when making some decisions, not just in-game management, but also big picture view of how we want to build the roster and what we want to do offensively or defensively to attack the opposition.
When we talked to Dennis Allen a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about the importance of adding to a pass rush. When you hear a player like Myles Garrett might want out of Cleveland and he wants to trade and go somewhere else, what does that do for you, knowing that that's a position of need and that you're in a position now where you probably have more influence over being able to add a player of that caliber?
Yeah, listen, talking with DA has been very enlightening because we share the same mindset when it comes to defensive football, which is we want to affect the passer, and there's a lot of different ways you can do that. Certainly up front, the pass rush is the primary thing you think of, but also on the back end, it's challenging the receivers and disrupting the timing. And so when we look at guys that are available, absolutely, we want to upgrade the pass rush, and we also want on the back end to be able to come up and lock down receivers as well. So it's that fine balance and marriage between the rush and coverage that we're looking to augment.
Ben, with your offensive background, when you think of a quarterback, when you think of those defensive linemen, what are some of the things that you think, I don't want this defensive lineman on the other side of the line? These are the guys that I don't want to face as a quarterback, and are those kind of the guys that you're looking for, and maybe what some of those traits are?
Yeah, but I understand where you're coming from with that. Yeah, we want playmakers all over the roster. Doesn't matter, offense, defense, D-line, secondary, we want them all over the place. And yeah, as an offensive guy, I look on at defensive players, and if it's an issue for me to game plan against, then absolutely, we'd love to have them on our roster as a defensive player to go after our opponents. But it's not always that easy, and it really, at the end of the day, it comes down to 11 guys doing their job. If you don't have that star power, that's okay. You can still be an effective unit. And so, yeah, we want as many playmakers and stars as we possibly can, but at the same time, we know that complementary football wins in this league. We know that 11 guys playing as one also wins in this league.
Now they have a chance to look at Gilmore's tape a little bit more in depth. What are the traits that excite you the most as you start to build the offense around him?
Listen, super talented. I think Declan mentioned it when he got interviewed a few weeks ago. The out of structure, the off schedule, the creation, that's what stands out the most, because that's really the way that this league's going right now, it seems like. As much as you want to make it pure progression, 1 to 2 to 3, there's just too much variety. The pass rush is coming down, and to have an athlete like Caleb extend the play and potentially find an explosive down the field, that's what gets me going a little bit. I get excited thinking about that because I haven't really been around that since I've been in the league. But I've been on the other side and I've experienced it. And it's demoralizing when you're on the other side and you're watching that happen to your defense.